icebreaker conversation. I was thinking to myself earlier. I was thinking about the saying that they got called chasing the cat. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? And one thing I had thought of that me and somebody were having a conversation with, this been a while back. And the conversation was about men chasing women. You know, we see a woman that we want, she's fine, and she this, that, and the third, you know, she probably about one of the best looking women that we haven't seen in a while. Preach. So what do us men nine times out of 10 do? You know, we're going to try to make conversation. We're going to try to keep everything good with their woman. And I guess we do play the little chase game, you know, keeping checkups on them, calling them, taking them on dates, taking them to movies. So, you know, however you want to call it, you know, we do what we do to try to keep their woman attention. All right. So we sit over and look at this woman and be like, damn, you know, it'd be nice to have somebody like you on my team. But the question remained, and me and this person was talking about, why is it once we get it, it's like we lose interest? I mean, let's think about it. And ladies, y'all probably had this done to y'all as well. When everything is cool and we kind of like chasing to get the cat, I guess it's like it's a challenge. It's a challenge that we're trying to get you, and it's a challenge that y'all trying to get us. All right? And you just imagine how things would be when y'all get together. All right? But for some reason, once you cross that borderline, y'all have sex. It's like it's not interesting anymore. Why is that? Or do anybody have an answer for it? Or is that human nature? Because believe me, I can speak on this too, because I'd have done it a few times myself too. You know, I don't know. Some people say for men it's a challenge, and once you accomplish that challenge, you don't want it anymore. Is that what it is? I don't know. Somebody help me out with that. Mzclassy said, Chris, do I need to call? You can. We can talk about this for a minute for getting the story if you want to. Yeah, we can talk about this for a minute. Yeah, so that's my question. You know, why is it for the men and the women, when we chase you or we get to know you, but when you cross that line, it's like the challenge is over. We don't have no more interest anymore. Fuck it. You know, you barely even get a phone call now, unless they want something, unless they want you to do something for them. Okay? So I thought that was an interesting conversation between me and another fellow guy. You know, once you hit the challenge, once you made the challenge, the interest is gone. The thrill is gone. Why do we do that? I'm asking the men and the women. Now, if you want to call in and speak on that real quick before we get in the show, you more than welcome to. Mzclassy, I'll be looking for you to call in. Look in the description box and do what you got to do to call in. I think it's going to be an interesting topic. So we're going to have an icebreaker conversation before we get into the real story. So let me see what y'all saying up in here. Mzclassy said, do I need to call in to answer this? Okay, go ahead. Barry said, I need more than sex in your company. If you can't offer any more than that, deuces. All right. Anybody can call in now, so it's just no particular people. Anybody can call in, you know. Brother Sight said, the chase is more powerful than the grab. I like that. I like that. If y'all want to call in and talk about this, and you want to talk about the show, the number's in the description box. It tells you everything what you need to do to call in to the show. So let me see if Mzclassy made it on yet. Not yet. And she probably won't be able to hear me right now because I am
unmuted.
Okay, I'm unmuted now. So Mzclassy, I'll be looking for you to call in. I'm looking at the screen now, looking for you to pop up. You know, so yeah, I'll be waiting on that. You find what you use great, if not, still a great wild storm. So. Okay, Tracy, I see that. I see that. Oh my God, this fucking computer, I swear. It's after the dick. So Brother Sight said the chase is more powerful than the grab. I like that too, Flaw. That's actually great what he said. That's actually damn great what he said. Brother Smooth said they no longer want to do the things to keep that person the same way they did things to get that person. All right, all right. Dom said, DJ, what up? Um, DJC telling Barry exactly. Uh, okay, all right. So yeah, so while we waiting on Mzclassy, if she's gonna call in, while we waiting on that, I just found that, and it just came to my head. I thought that was an interesting topic. That me and that person discussed. Why is it like that for the men and the women? Because y'all know it used to be one point in time where they say us men, we dogs. We just fuck y'all and we go on by our business. All right? But somehow the roles got reversed. And it's now women doing it to the men. And I find it quite amazing. And they have no filter when they do it. Hey, they let you know, shit, I got what I got, you know what I'm saying? This shit is over with, cuz. They got no problem letting you know that. All right? But us men, when we do it and they call and say, I don't hear from you no more and this, the other, you don't call when you want something. We got to come up with every excuse in the book.
Recording started.
Now, that must mean somebody just came on. Hold on. All right. I think this may be her right here. Let's see.
Classy.
910.
Mzclassy.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about
fine.
you? All right. Speak your mind. Tell me, answer that question for me. Speak your mind.
Okay. Normally, the man loses interest in that relationship. First of all, if that woman gives it up that early in that relationship on the first date, there's no interest after that. Number one, you're not gonna have it. I mean, it's no secrecy there. It's no thrill. You already know it's too easy. You got it on the first date.
Okay.
So
okay.
There's no point in continuing on. So why pursue something so easy to get?
Okay.
But if you got it that easy, that means somebody else prior to you got it that easy.
Hey, you know what? I can't disagree with you on that because that's absolutely true. I mean, I always say that, there's no way in hell that if you fucked me on the first date or whatnot, that you're going to give me the excuse and say that I felt some type of way with you. I felt special with you. That's why I did that. No, because if you've been holding yourself back for other people, then there's nothing special about me that made you give in on the first night. Now, don't get me wrong. Me being a man, I have no problem with you giving it up on the first night. If you open that door, I would step right on in, but, the time for making excuses for that, I think it's kind of like bullshit now. We adults now in 2018. If this is what you want and that is what I want, then let's do it. No time for no excuses. You ain't got to make yourself try to make yourself out to something that you're not. So
right.
If you have a high sex drive, which a lot of you women does, and I believe a lot of men does have a high sex drive too, then it is what it is. You understand? It is what it is.
But that's if you're looking for a relationship in that woman. Now, if you're not looking for a relationship in that woman, and you're just looking for a friends with benefit, and you and her have that understanding, then that's a totally different thing.
I have go ahead.
That's a totally different thing. because you and that woman can have a mutual understanding. So you have to clarify that as well. Are you
Okay.
looking for a relationship in that woman? Now, if you're looking for a relationship in that woman, and she gave it up on that first night, if you're looking for a woman to settle down with, and she gave it up on that first night, then yes. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm. I would totally look the opposite way in a male if I was a male. But if I'm not looking to settle down, that woman is not looking to settle down, and she's just, hey, I'm a woman, you're a man. I have needs, you have needs.
Mm-hmm.
Then both of you have that understanding.
Okay.
You're there to fulfill each other's needs, and that's it, and that's all.
Let me. I agree with you what you're saying. I had a female told me probably a couple of years ago. Because I think a lot of people got the meaning of intimacy. They put it in the wrong category. I think a lot of people think intimacy means sex. That's not necessarily what intimacy does not necessarily mean sex. I think it's part of intimacy, but it doesn't necessarily mean sex. All right. So a couple of years ago, this girl I kind of semi knew, but didn't really know her well. You know, of course, I did my talk to challenge to get it, and I was able to talk her in to come to my house in the wee hours of the morning. I think it was probably like 12, 1 or 2, something like that. You already know what's going down. So
Mhm.
she comes, we do our thing. Now, this is what she said to me, and I find it kind of odd. When we got through, and I think when I talked to her like a couple of days later, she said, I felt like a hoe. I said, well, I was saying in my mind, well, I guess, technically you probably was in a sense, but I said, why do you feel like that? She said we did that, but there was no intimacy behind it. I'm like, well, okay, I tell you what exactly was you looking for behind that? Seriously. We had no discussion about is there going to be a relationship. We didn't have no discussion about it's going to be a companionship or friend with benefits. We didn't have no discussion. Hell, we didn't even have no discussion that you want to be hoed after we did that. So what exactly was you looking for when you came that we couldn't have got understand before you came? Because if you was looking for more than what we did, then we should have discussed it. And I could have told you that, hey, maybe I'm not the one you want to do this with. If you're looking for more than what we just did. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm an affectionate person to an extent, but a lot of us men, we're not so affectionate. I don't know why, but I never just really been the real affectionate type because I believe in giving people their space to breathe. Because I believe you can't smother somebody, they can drive somebody away too. Preach.
Mhm.
I believe you could smother somebody too much and drive them away, and I'm not just the type to smother somebody and end up driving them away. I mean, you talking to a man that females, and we sitting down watching the movie, she really literally had to take my hand and put it around her, to have a little intimacy moment. And I get questioned about that. I had a woman question one time, she said, are you not really affectionate? I said, why are you asking me? She said, because I can tell. I literally had to take your arm and put it around me just to have a special moment with you. I said, well, damn, And to see, that's what I like about a lot of you women, y'all intuition. She sensed that, and of course we had to talk as to why I'm not like that, and she understood where I was coming from. So it's nothing against her, the reason I was doing that. I wasn't neglecting her feelings or anything, It just some things are part of me growing up that I suppress a lot, and affection is one of them. You understand?
Right. And
Now,
see, with women, regardless of whether it's just friends with benefit or whether it's a relationship type or whatever it may be, it's always that communication first, regardless of
mm-hmm.
whatever it is, because you have to have that understanding of what it is. Normally, a woman is going to tell you what it is they're looking for, regardless. And women are not like it used to be. They're not bashful back in the olden days. and when I say older days, back in the 70s, the 80s, and probably the early 90s, now they're going to tell you exactly what they're looking for. Look, I'm not looking for no man to tie me down. This is what I want. Hey, we get together, we do what we got to do. After we finish, you go home. Don't call me, I'll call you. Something of that nature. Or, hey, you know, something like that. And I guess I can say that because given my being married before, I was raised by an uncle. And I tell anybody this, I learned from my uncle. My uncle can't no man come and teach me nothing. I've been married 16 years now.
Awesome.
Previously divorced, but I'm married to my second husband 16 years. And me and my husband, prior to getting married to my second husband, my first husband, okay, I guess I should have used the game that my uncle taught me, but I had that mindset from being raised by my grandparents that a woman's place was always in the home and raise the kids. So I allowed him to come and go and do as he pleased, but he taught me to never let my guard down ever again. And I have to say, I thank him for that, because I led by that rule when that day came. I put that rule in effect because I went back to the way my uncle led his life. My uncle was the biggest pimp, and I ain't met a pimp like him ever since. Because when a man could have his wife living in one room and his girlfriend living in another room, and he slept in one room and then had two more girlfriends, tell me what man ain't bad. Okay? That's a bad man.
Let me ask you before going further. Now, by you seeing it, and if I heard you right, this the man that had a helping hand in raising you. Did that have an effect on your life from seeing that? Did that make you feel like, well, since he's doing that, did that mean I could do men like that? I could have multiple men and share them like that? Or did it have an effect on you at all?
No, it didn't teach me that I could have multiple men. What it taught me was a man can't come and run game on me.
Gotcha.
That's what it taught me.
Gotcha. Okay.
It taught me that a man could never come run game on me, because the game that a man come run on me, I already know what he was already running.
Gotcha.
Which means you can't come and come saying kumbaya to me. You can't come and pick up the phone and say, I'll call you. No, you can't call me. You can't come and tell me about your little black book, because 9 times out of 10, you was already written already in my little black book. That's why I say, don't call me, I'll call you. This ain't no, I'm a woman, you a man. You got needs, I got needs. I'll give you a call when I need you to come and satisfy my need.
All right,
I don't
now.
need, after you satisfy my need, I don't need you to roll over and say, hey, baby, come on, let's hug up and go to sleep. No, what I need you to do is get up, go take a shower, and go home to your place. Don't pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, how you doing? I want to come over and see you. No, I don't need you to do that. I'll pick up the phone and call you and let you know when I need to see you.
But you know what? That's cold. But here's the thing, though. If that's what you want and you being straight up, even though a lot of us might not like it, but at least you being straight up. And see, and that's what I respect better out of a woman. If they just be straight up. Straight up. Don't lie. Again, like I said in the beginning, don't lie, say you don't do this when you know you do this, okay? Because regardless of what your personality and what you do is already out there, because you'd have had people before you met me. You'd been with guys before you met me. You'd slept with guys before you met me. And I'm pretty much sure you have done some of the same things to them that you had done with me. So why get with me and say you feel some type of way about me? I'm a man just like them. I got that third leg just like they got. So what is so different about me that was different from the other guys? Just be straight up. Hey, Chris, I'm just looking for some dick. Let's do it. I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm looking for the same thing. So let's do the damn thing. But if you know you're not looking for no relationship or nothing like that, then don't put yourself out there trying to make like you different from everybody else, like you just this princess or something that ain't nobody doing this to me, nobody treats me right, nobody do this. The reason you're not getting treated or whatever, because first of all, you're not making yourself clear what you really want. That's first of all. Second of all,
right,
the reason men or even women for their point is treating you the way they treat you because you are allowing them to do it. Once you start going and you got trigger words that make you get wet, and that's all you doing, just fucking, then that's the treatment that you always gonna get. Now, if you're looking for something more intimate, somebody who's gonna be there for you, or however you want to call it, then first of all, you got to change the person in the mirror. You need to know,
right?
You need to know that you work more than just a fuck buddy. All right? You got to change the person in the mirror. You got to change your demeanor. And you got to put your foot down. Put your foot down and say, I'm not going to do this anymore. Because I'm pretty much sure if you like that, us men, we're going to spread it. Man, I got this. I'm just going to be real, man. I got this fine asshole, bro. Man, you need to come over here, man. Come on. I got this. No, man. Call her, man. She'll suck your dick like this and everything. But when I send her to him and she see that person in the mirror and she said, I can't do this no more. I need more. When she get to him, she gonna say, I want more. He's gonna get upset. Of course he's gonna get upset because pretty much he's gonna have blue balls. He's gonna get upset. But at that point, then she should say, okay, well, I see you not looking for the same, so I'm gonna go on by my business, you know what I'm saying? But, take care. Take care. And 9 times out of 10, he probably gonna call me, hey man, I thought you said she do this, she do that. Well, she did it with me. Maybe she saw the woman in the mirror and she's changing now, bro. And you gotta respect this. So if me and you can't offer her what she want, then we can't get mad. Hey, I can't get mad. She don't want to put that thing on me no more. I can't get mad.
But when you're when we start talking about intimacy and a woman, it is more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to connect. Intimacy is more a woman connecting with that woman. It goes deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a deep connection. When connecting with that woman, you have to be able to stimulate. It comes with stimulating that woman's mind. It's more than a sexual thing. You have to be able to stimulate her mind by communication.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that.
You have to be able to talk. You have to be able to do that. And that's why I did what I did from the previous, and then after I said, okay, enough is enough, now I'm ready to settle down.
Okay.
And when I said I was ready to settle down, now I'm ready to stimulate my mind, not only my body sexually, but I'm ready to stimulate my mind. And a person to know when that right person come along, because he's going to be able to give you all of that. Because he's going to be well-rounded in everything.
Okay.
So when I met my husband, I was like, my best friend, this guy come in, and I will see this guy come in my job all the time in the military. And my husband, they had a name for me. As a senior NCO, they had a name. All of them had a name for me because it was just like a name that most males females would call a belittlement, because I tell anybody, yes, I was a straight up bitch. I was a straight up bitch.
Mm.
And I will have males come and hand me their number across the to me, and I'm like, what is this? Why are you handing me your number? I tell you what, let me tell you what I can do. I'm gonna do you one favor. This is what I'm gonna do for you. Watch me. And I would take their number and I would put it in the trash. I said, I'm gonna do you one favor. Watch me put this number in the trash. Try it with somebody else. Oh, do you need the keys to my car? Why would I need your keys to your car? Oh, because I figure, maybe we could get to know each other. Why would I want to get to know you? You're not even in my league for me to get to know you.
How the fuck can you get to know somebody by letting them drive your fucking car? Who the fuck talked
You're
to
not
you?
even in my league for me. And those are the things you're not even in my league for me to get to know you. Little things like that. I'm sorry, but I'm not the female on the block. Next
What
person,
the
please.
hell?
Until this guy came through, and I see this guy came through, and I'm like, oh my God. And my best friend sitting there, I was like, who is he? And she sat there and told me, I said, And I said, he got a girlfriend. She was like, oh, yeah, he's seeing some girl down in Smythe. I said, mm-hmm. And she said, yeah, they gave him a surprise birthday party. I said, yeah. And she said, yes. I said, is he bringing her? She said, I don't know. I said, find out for me. And she said, more than likely he is. I said, well, let him know DX will come. I'm going to be his date that night. And she just looked at me. I said, yes, let him know I'm going to be his date that night. So if he bringing her, I'm his date that night.
Oh, shit now.
Yes, I was.
Oh,
I guess
now.
that name was befitting for me.
I hear you. But go ahead, continue.
I guess that day,
go ahead, continue.
so he happened to call over there, because he was a sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And he called over there looking for one of his soldiers in the platoon. And I happened to answer the phone. And I don't know, it was just something about bow-legged men that just turned me on. And my husband is really, really bow-legged.
Gotcha.
And that's what had turned me on. And he called over. I happened to answer the phone, and he said, Sergeant so-and-so. He said, Curtis told me something. I said, yes, it's true. I said, so, before I can even let him get it out his mouth, I said, yes, it's true. I said, so, that girl that you supposedly, he said, no, it's nothing serious. We're not in a relationship like that. I say friends with benefit. He said something like that. I said, okay. Well, I'm your date that night. And he said, it's just a party. I said, I don't care if it's just a party. He know nothing about a surprise. The surprise was for him. He just knew they was having a party. I said, so I'm your date that night. He said, okay. He said, well, let me get to know you. What are you doing this Friday? I said, trying to get to know you if you let me.
Damn, you was bold like that? You was bold like that?
Yes.
You don't find too many women that's bold like that nowadays.
I'm a Floridian. Plus, my sign is a Taurus, so put two and two together.
Damn. You don't find too many women that's blunt like that now. You really don't. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's
right.
Amazing.
I'm a Floridian. I'm born and raised a Floridian. Plus, I'm a Taurus, so, hey, what can I say?
Right.
And so I say, trying to get to know you if you let me. And so he said, what restaurants do you like? He said, do you like Italian? I said, yes. So we went downtown Würzburg to an Italian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And for some odd reason, that Friday, both of us was like kind of scared to go out. And that day, we both was going to call each other and kind of counsel on each other not to go, but we ended up going. And that day that night we went out to eat. And then after that, he was like, well, what are you doing Saturday? I was like, really nothing. I said, I was just going to probably go down to Würzburg and go shopping. He said, oh, okay. He said, well, I'll go to Birdsburg with you. So we went downtown Birdsburg and we walked the park. We went to Count Dracula Mansion and we walked around the park and stuff and everything. We spent the whole day Saturday just walking around and talking and getting to know each other, and then Sunday we just talked and got to know each other. And we spent like the first 7 months getting to know each other.
Okay.
Just traveling, going to chat, just doing things, getting to know each other, just talking, getting to know each other.
Right.
Learning each other's goals, learning each other.
That's awesome.
Finding out what it was that we wanted.
And that's
1
awesome.
year,
You
5
said,
years, 10 years,
right.
everything.
You said y'all been married for 16 years. That is awesome. That's an amazing story that you just told. So my hat's off to you, because you don't hear too many marriages even lasting a year now. I should have changed the name to this show, because this is a damn good conversation. But let me ask you this last question. We're going to get right into the show. So a lot of ladies use their age as the reason why they turn out, I guess, or they get turned out so early in age. Me personally, I think somewhat that's a cop-out or a scapegoat, because even though you're young, you still know what you're doing and what you're not doing, and you still was taught that if you don't use a condom, what's going to happen? Catch STD, you're going to catch AIDS, or you're going to get pregnant. All right. So at a young age, you already knew this. So is it fair for people to say, you know, I was young, that's why I was wild like that? Do you believe in that, or do you believe that's a cop out? Or you as a woman, talk to me as a woman. Do you think that the age has a problem these days with young ladies being turned out?
To me, I think the kids these days are more mature, and it's not a cop-out about the condom, because they know about the condoms. They choose not to use the condom. Okay. And the problem with that is you can supply them with that condom. They're not going to use that condom because of peer pressure. They're being peer pressured either by the male, or they just too fast and don't want to use it. And they think that it is a fashion. My friend girl got a baby, so I'm going to have a baby. And it's the same thing with this being gay. Being gay is fashion. In school, believe it or not, you have girls who is gay, but they're not fully gay.
I agree with you on that.
Or bisexual.
I agree with you on
and
that.
They're not fully bisexual.
Got you.
Almost like a fashion fad.
Absolutely, man. This has been amazing. I love this conversation. But you can stay on if you'd like. You know what I'm saying? You can do this show with me.
Well, no, I'm going to go back to the chat. You know, I like to stay in the chat and stuff and everything, and sometimes I call back in, but I really enjoyed
I did too.
Talking to you.
We should have made the topic about relationships, you know what I'm saying? So about me talking to you, an actual woman who could speak on this or whatnot, you know, this was pretty cool. And maybe I need to do a show about relationships and just have men versus the women, you know, because of course the men gonna say the women this, the women that. Y'all women gonna say the men this and men that. So here's the thing though, we had this show, can the men and the woman agree on anything when it's coming to that? So we need to do a show about this, seriously. And you need to be back on this phone call, real talk. But you can call back though once I show y'all this video. I mean, anybody could have called in just now, you know, Faith, if she wanted to call. Anybody who want to talk about what we're talking about now, y'all could have called in. I mean, nobody is limited to calling in. But anyway, thank you so much, sweetheart. Let me go and get with the show and show y'all what I got. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mzclassy. What a sweetheart, and what an awesome conversation. What an awesome story that she just told. And I agree with a lot what she says coming from a woman. I agree with a lot with what she said, you know, and that's cool that I couldn't even argue with her. I couldn't debate her, you know, because I agree with her, you know, two mature people talking. I could agree with her, you know, so I'm definitely going to have to do a show about that, because that was too cool. I should have changed the name of the show to that. You know, I might just cut that out, you know what I'm saying, upload that part, let y'all hear me and her talking about relationship and whatnot. That's pretty damn cool, man. I feel better now. She made me feel better. I was frustrated at first, but she made me feel better, though. Thank you, Mzclassy. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines are still open, so you can call in. The number's in the description box. But I'm finna show y'all what I